Okay, today we're going to look at photochromic lenses. Photochromic lenses, for those that aren't sure or any confusion, are lenses that change colour and density and also the transmission of light in UV light. Now, Transitions is a brand of these, probably the most well-known brand, but a lot of people get confused by photochromic lenses simply being called Transitions lenses. Transitions is simply a brand of these lenses. So here we've got an Adidas LST Vario lens and also a Salici photochromic Chromaflex lens. What we're going to do, we have a UV light here which gives off ultraviolet rays. We're going to take, first of all, the Chromaflex Salici lens in its virtually its lightest state. Now we do have a slight degree of UV light floating around in the office, so these aren't in their darkest they will be, but by adding the UV light to the surface of the lens for a few seconds, you see how dark the lens will go. We leave that there for a few seconds and we take the Adidas LST Vario lens and we just do exactly the same process. Take the UV light to the surface of the lens, once removed, again we can see how dark the LST Vario lens will go. As you can see, you can still see through the darkest state from the outside, so it'll give you some idea of how dark and light those lenses go. And while we just see those revert back to their lighter states, it's worth noting that photochromic lenses don't all change colour behind the car windscreen. The glass of a car itself filters out the UV rays, not the visible light but the UV rays. This is what makes the lenses change colour. So if you're thinking of purchasing a pair of these glasses with photochromic lenses to drive or as your everyday glasses, it's worth bearing that in mind, and when ordering just make sure we get a pair of the lenses that will change behind the windscreen of a car for when you're driving. Otherwise you will have a pair of photochromic lenses which some people may think are faulty because they're simply not changing the colour behind the car windscreen. As you can see, these are now starting to go back to their lightest state. Generally will take a couple of minutes to revert back fully, but as we can see here, these are now both going quite clear within a matter of a couple of minutes. Any problems, it's always worth dropping us an email or giving us a call just to be safe. Photochromic lenses from ourselves are generally available in black or brown. They both go from totally clear, and we can also offer tinted lenses which will vary in degrees of tint. Especially good for golf prescription glasses which are directly glazed into the frame. So you can start with a green lens and that can go darker green and lighter green, or also amber or yellow. Any problems, contact us on info@ioptix.co.uk for further details.